last season, the final episode being in the middle of it. The it that we were talking about at the time was whatever heavy life experiences, whatever situation you were battling with at the time. And this season, as we speak of train rides and all the experiences, lessons, people, journeys, etc. that we will encounter through these train rides, today I want to talk about meeting or being met in the middle. And let me first digress. Sometimes you will be the one doing the meeting. Sometimes you will be the one being met. And sometimes it will be a concerted effort where two parties decide to meet each other in the middle. You see, there's a point of origin and there's a destination. And if two entities, two trains, are at opposite end of the line, if they start off same speed in opposite direction, what is expected by my math brain or my physics brain is that these two will cross paths somewhere around the middle. And from a human perspective, a lot of times we're just on different paths. We're always on different paths. Even if we find ourselves with persons going on the same street at the same pace, it's very likely that at some point we're going to divert. And it's not because their journey has changed. It's just that you were never on the same paths. You were just sharing the same space, the same road, the same street, the same block for a while. Just think about all the people you went to school with, all the people you've worked with, people you've lived with, people you've shared your lives with, and then the journey continues and your paths change, or so you believe. But what really had happened is, as life progresses, you realize after a while that you weren't on the same journey. Now, to look at it at a different perspective, there are people who you will have to cross paths with, and it can be a profitable or a destructive meet. It all depends on what is exchanged. Are we exchanging lessons, gems, and energies? Are we uplifting each other? Are we giving as much as we're getting? Are we serving? Are we pouring into others as much as we are being filled up? Life is definitely not about taking. It is about giving. There's this song that we would sing as children, that love is something, if you give it away, it comes back to you. And they say it's just like a magic penny. If you put it in your pocket, you don't have any. But if you spend it or you give it away, it comes back to you. And that's with every good thing. To gain more, you have to be open to gaining. You have to open your mind and your heart and your life. And so it doesn't matter if you're going through one of the hardest hits and being at one of the most life-defying or life-defining middles. If you're open, it's very likely that you will find yourself gaining more, healing better, growing up, learning, reaching, stretching, evolving. Because the only way you can gain is to let go of what you're holding on to. As long as you keep your hands tightly wrapped around whatever it is that you're hanging on to, you cannot gain what else is there to be had. And so you will meet people and you will hear stories and you will learn lessons, and those are there. They were placed in that patch of your journey to remove the fetters from your feet, to break the shackles that bound your hands, to loose the noose from around your neck. We can become prisoners in our own situations just because we're so hung up on them. And there are a lot of times that we are right in the middle and we are met there, and there are people who meet us there and they carry us or they're willing to if you let them. They're people who are there to push us if we only allow them. And there are people there who are there to hold our hands and guide us if we just reach out. And there are others who are there to cheer us on as we journey through if we just open our hearts and our ears. And there are others who are there to steer us, to show us the bad steps that we've made so that we won't repeat them. If we're only receptive, being met in the middle is a great thing, but there is a requirement from the one who is in the middle. You're in the middle of your life, you're in the middle of your situation, and changes are required for you to move from the middle of whatever it is, whatever that situation is that you're in the middle of, for you to go forward, for you to continue on your journey. There are changes that have to be made. I have a friend who, before he was probably 5 years old, he had a few surgeries on his legs because he was born with seriously bent legs. Before he was 10, he had a few more. And now, as an adult, fully grown adult man, he's more than 6 feet tall. Sometimes I try to recall how he looked when he had those legs, or when his legs were the way they were. Sometimes I try to picture what he would look like as an adult with his legs in the same way. You see, those surgeries were by no means painless, and they were by no means cheap, but they were means to an end. There were results that my friend's parents knew were possible, that required some suffering and some sacrificing and some faith. And while you're in the middle of your bent legs situation and you're just looking at your metaphorical legs, maybe you've done some initial things to change your situation, but the breaking and the bending, those initial steps hurt, or they cost too much. And then it doesn't have to be money, it doesn't have to be a financial cost. We're emotional and spiritual beings. A lot of times that's where it hurts. The breaking and the bending hurts where it matters. When we have to change our lives, to orientate ourselves, we have to move out of where we were living and lose some of the lifestyles we once had and change the pace at which we were going. And sometimes we're staring dead in the face of what is required, but because it's uncharted territories, we want to, but we feel like we can't. And I'm not saying burn the bridge. All I'm saying is say goodbye to the things, let go of the things that you're holding on so tightly to, so that you can receive the things that you have coming. Life is a journey, and it comes in stages. Whatever has stopped you in your track does not have to keep you there. Just let it go and receive the newness that's awaiting you. And remember, it's not the wind that's ahead of you that will propel you. It's the wind that's behind you that pushes you forward. Take care.